Hello everybody, this is Tammy. Hi everybody out there at the library, and today I'm going to show you how to make binary necklaces, birthday necklaces. And binary is the science code of 1 and 0. It's been around since Egyptian times. I think it finally got a name back in the 1400s, and it's what computers and phones and TVs use to code. They use a series of these zeros and ones to make our pictures, our words, all kinds of things. So you'll have a bag right here, and you can do a necklace or a bracelet. And there are 3 colored beads in here. As you can see, I have pink and blue, and then I have like this tan. And there's only 3 of one of the colors. Those are going to be your hyphens. So this necklace here is, gonna lose my beads, May 14th, 2013. So how did I get that? Well, I have this handy dandy chart that I'm going to share with you guys, and it gives the numbers. So what we need to do is we need to change this into a form that we can switch over to binary. So this is what I'm going to do. So May is the January, February, March, April, May, 5th month. So we're going to write a 5 down. And then the 14th day, and then the year is 2013. But we're not going to do the 2000 part. We're just going to do the 13, the shortened 2-digit one. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look on the chart, and you should write your birthday down like this. And if you have trouble, you can ask Mom and Dad to help you. So the 5, if you look right here, is 101. So we're going to write 101 and a dash. Now we need the number 14. So we're going to look here at this, and it's 1,110. So we're going to write 1,110 and a hyphen. Now we need to look for 13. Do you see it? It's 1,101. So we're going to do that. 1101. So now you have your code written out. You can decide which one of your beads is going to be 0 and which one is 1. Now the interesting thing about binary is that one is kind of like a positive spark of energy, and the other one is it turned off. And so this tells the computer all kinds of things when it's putting strings. And I've not done a lot of that kind of coding, but I know my brother has, and I remember seeing his strings of coding. And it's pretty impressive if you can see what is on a web page as far as the coding goes. And they use other kinds of symbols that help them and everything. And so I'm going to also add links to 2 videos on YouTube that I thought are really a lot better explaining it than Miss Tammy can. I thought they were really informative, and they're fun to watch. So for me, I'm going to take and I'm going to make the blue my 1s and the pink my 0s. So we see here, maybe we'll have to hold that up, the 1. So we're going to do this. So we're going to start off, and let's start with the ending first, okay? So if this is my 0 and this is my 1, I need to start off with the 1, so it goes all the way through the necklace, okay? And if it would help, maybe, you know what, I bet you this would help. How about 1, 0, 1, see, I laid them in a pattern, then my hyphen, and then I need a 1, I need 3 1s, 1, 2, and 3, and then a 0, and then a hyphen. So I've laid them down. Now turn them this way so you can see them. How I'm laying them out. Yeah, this will work really good, I think, because it'll help you visualize before you put them down on your paper. So I've gotten to my hyphen, so I need 2 more ones. So here's a 1, and there's a 1, and then I need a 0, and then I need a 1. Okay, see, I would have gotten it all backwards if I hadn't done that. So this is the beginning of your birthday, and you want this, when you hang it, to be around your necklace, to start right here. So what do we need to do? We need to start at the end and string it through, or I suppose we could string it through this way. So it depends on whether you're a left brain person or right brain, how it works. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to string it on. You know, this is not a hard thing at all. And get these all strung on, and then I'll tie it off. And I'll also send in this chart here with you. That is something that you can reference, because in one of the videos it explains how you can find, if you see a binary number and you know it's a binary number and not a letter, this is how you can figure out what it is. I think it might work for letters too. Letters are a little bit different, but not a whole lot. They still just use the 0s and the 1s. And I think that it's pretty amazing that, you know, this was done so many years ago, and look how we were able to take a very old math formula and use it for all of our technology in such great, crazy cool ways. So here we go. Here's this binary birthday necklace, May 14th, 2013. And you can just tie it off or have an adult help you. If you want to shorten it, make it into a bracelet, that's pretty cool too. And like I said, I'm going to share a couple of YouTube videos that you can watch too. And stay tuned, because I have a couple other really cool little short things to add on to this video. So don't go away. So this is Miss Tammy back with a short little thing. Miss Hannah asked if I could do something to commemorate or celebrate World Water Day, which is March the 22nd this year. And it really is a day for us to just to kind of highlight and think about the role that water plays in our lives and the importance. I know that I have family in Texas and Oklahoma, and in Texas, my family, they have had to conserve water because so many people, water lines have broken because it's too cold, and water mains, and so there's a shortage. And I know, like, for my family in Oklahoma, some of their water actually froze in their house, and they only had water in their bathroom for several days. And sometimes, like this summer, we saw how important water is, and rain, because Lake Freeman, it dried almost completely up. And so what are some ways that we can talk about water and conserve water? I know lots of times I have a faucet that likes to drip just in the winter time, which is handy when it's too cold and you need a little drippy water to keep the water going, but it's still a waste of water. So lots of times I like to put a pitcher underneath, and maybe I'll use that to make my iced tea. In the summertime, I will, if I know it's going to rain, I'll put some buckets outside to collect some water to water my flowers with. Also, in the summertime when I have a lot of plants, I will save the water from my from boiling my spaghetti noodles or my potatoes or my vegetables, and I'll let that water cool and set for a day, and then I'll go put it out on the garden. So those are just ways that maybe you can think about it. even little things make a big difference, like having everything ready for your bath or your shower before you start the water. So as soon as the water's warm, you're hopping in. There's lots of little ways that we can make a difference. And so just to kind of something you can do that's fun and kind of interesting is I'm going to have this piece of paper in here. And what are these, friends? Well, that's right, they're flower shapes. And so what you're going to do with those flower shapes is you're going to color with markers, just regular markers, and decorate your flowers. There we go. And we're going to cut them out, okay? So once you cut them out, I want you to fold. I don't want you to crease it. Like, I don't want you to go vroom, vroom, vroom. Just kind of fold it over gently all the way around. I mean, you want it to not completely, see, kind of, oops, I guess you can't really see. So see, kind of, so it looks like that. So it's flattened out, but it's not smushed. No smushing, okay? So we're going to go ahead and do this. And watch the really cool thing. I have a really pan of just a tiny bit of water. And watch what happens. So I'm going to put these in. And I'm actually going to pick up the camera and hope it doesn't fall. But look at what our flowers are doing. As the water gets absorbed in, see, I got that one too tight, showing you not to mush, into the paper, it's opening and making our flowers bloom. How very, very cool is that? And then if you use the water markers, you can also see the color start to run into the water, and you can do something fun with that, like trace it. If you really want to do this little experiment, and you don't want to waste water, I would say, you know, do it in the bathtub right before you take your bath or something, or right after you take your bath. I don't know, it depends on how dirty you are, right? So the last thing I have is a challenge, and I haven't made a video for it yet, but this is a paper challenge I saw on Pinterest. It's all on Pinterest. Followed the directions on Pinterest. Whoo! It was a disaster. I'll show you. It's right here. See, it's a disaster. Didn't work. So I thought, okay, surely there's got to be a way to do it. So I did some searching and found a YouTube video. And you have to kind of work with the paper a little bit. I see a few things that might need to be tweaked before I film directions. But you can turn this. It's really hard to do. And turn it. There, look at, see. Now I've turned it like this. Can you see it? And then I can keep turning it. And now it looks like this. And I can keep turning it. Now it looks like this. And I can keep turning it. And keep turning it. And it just kind of goes on forever and ever. And, oh, I'm almost back at square one. There we go. See? Whoop. It takes a little bit of work, but it was really a lot of fun. And it's just a little origami fold. And so I will make a video on how to do this. And if you want this, you need to call in and say, I want the March Super Challenge for STEM. And we'll throw together the pictures that you need, or the paper you need, and you can come in and pick it up. Oh, did you hear me? You can come in and pick it up because the library is open. Yay! And we really hope that it stays that way. Today, there were no new cases in our county. I'm so excited about that. But we are closed every day from 1 to 2. But you can come in and pick your own books and see the new books. And we really miss all of you guys. So I hope you have fun this month with STEM. Bye.